Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and EU4 Common Sense playing as Scotland. In the last video, we successfully forced France into a personal union under me. We executed the king and his little child, probably a bastard, Xavier Stewart, and now they are forcibly under our control. Now, it doesn't quite mean that we can control them in the same way as we can control them in our own territory. It's basically like a glorified vassal. But that does mean that France will have to join us in every war we start from here on out. Unfortunately, such extremely aggressive wars have kind of forced me into a position where now I have massive coalitions wanting to start up. We can see that Austria and Savoy and who's this? Hanat have already joined. So that's not very good. I'm expecting a lot more people will start joining pretty soon. Anybody above 50 aggressive expansion can join, technically. So Brittany could join. Could Castile join? See, no. Fortunately, Castile is just barely below. So Castile cannot join a coalition against me. If they could, I'd be in a lot more trouble. Aragon's fine. Portugal's fine. But yeah, places like Brabant, for example, and Luxembourg, and Trier, and Cologne, and Bar, almost all of those will certainly be joining the coalition, especially now that Austria and Savoy have joined, two larger nations. The more powerful the coalition becomes, the more bold the small nations will feel about joining. Other questions to see are, have we got much in the way of... Okay, Midtjylland. We don't really have much of aggressive expansion up with Sweden, though. They don't seem to care that much. Even Denmark doesn't really care that much. Well, what this tells me, though, is because of the aggressive expansion the way it is, I cannot expand any more in this area without risking a massive coalition war. I could possibly win it. I have France on my side, after all, but I really don't want to risk it, and I absolutely cannot afford to let Castile join said war. So I'm going to need my aggressive expansion to tick down for a little bit. But what it does tell me is that wars up in the North Scandinavian region would probably be totally 100% okie dokie dory. So we're probably going to do that at some point. We are probably going to just straight up betray Sweden. Now the question becomes, what is the most cost-effective way of betraying Sweden? I mean, Sweden's got some okay territory. Nothing extraordinary, except for perhaps this one province right here, Dalaskogen. They produce copper, but they produce it to ungodly production levels. I mean, look at their production. 4 ducats. 4 ducats out of this one territory. I mean, to give you comparison, Bergenschus, one of my better provinces in this region, only provides me 0.33. I mean, granted, it's got some autonomy, but it's not going to get much better than that. Dalaskogen has amazing production values. So we're going to grab that territory, most definitely. The question also becomes, can we use Sweden to declare war on Novgorod, because we have been getting missions for that lately, and take Kola, because that's what the mission's been for. Let Sweden throw their armies against Novgorod and get weak, because that's exactly what we did to France, and it worked so darn well. And then immediately rival Sweden, break the royal marriage, break the alliance, and sweep through them and take anything we want. I think we can do that, and we probably will. It's just a question of timing. I do, however, have a couple of other issues that need to be dealt with first. The Portuguese separatists come to mind, so let's reconsolidate our forces just a wee little bit. So this heavy can probably just go home to Wessex. These light ships, well, first let's actually detach the damaged, send the good ones off to patrol in the English Channel, and the damaged ones will also patrol in the English Channel, but they're going to have to go repair first. Let's group these guys up. We have 8 transports remaining. One of them did get sunk. That's unfortunate. Same trick, we'll detach the damaged, we'll send these guys to patrol the English Channel. The rest of these guys will also patrol the English Channel once they have repaired. And the reason I'm detaching them is because if any of the ships in the fleet are damaged, the entire fleet will go and repair until everything is at 100%. In the meantime, I'm wasting a whole lot of money from trade ships that were totally fine, they just had to sit on their thumbs while they waited. Not that fun. So, there we go. Okay. Where's my colonists? Haligoas. Wait, what? This is where my... I'm trying to remember. From last episode, I guess I started a new colony, didn't I? I totally forgot. What was the reason for that again? Improve relations with Brittany. Well, Brittany's not gonna like me, I don't think. I just got a lot of aggressive expansion. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, it's minus 64 aggressive expansion. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Let's go ahead and cancel this mission. And if we can pick up a mission to conquer Kolos, force Sweden into a war, that's actually, you know what, assuming they don't have a truce. Do they have a truce? They do have a truce until, ouch, 7 more years. Okay. Well, maybe that mission isn't worth it then. Maybe we don't want to wait that long. Well, Muscovy, though. You also have a, yeah, you both have truces. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll see how things play out, but first we have to consolidate our empire just a wee little bit. I am noticing, though, let's go ahead and call this guy back from Brittany, my power projection did not go nearly as high as I kind of thought it was going to be. I kind of figured we'd get a lot. It says we conquered provinces in France, and we got 8 power projection from that. We also got some power projection from just straight up declaring war, but forcing them into a personal union, apparently, is not worth any power projection. More than that, I don't understand why I didn't get this province to England. I specifically said in the peace deal, transfer this core back to England. I saw it, it said we were going to do it, and then it immediately flipped back to France. I don't know why. If anybody who is more intelligent than me knows why that happened, let me know. Because I feel a little bit gypped. I'm not going to lie. Actually, that's a kind of derogatory slur. I shouldn't have just said that. It's something I never really thought about. The word gypped. Did you ever think about that? Gypped, I'm pretty sure, is actually in reference to gypsies. Because gypsies are supposed to have had, like... Oh, there's more military coalition. Gypsies apparently have, like, that reputation as being kind of thieves. I don't think that's necessarily true at all. I don't think that's fair. Then again, I don't know any gypsies, but I think that any kind of racism like that just generally is not a good thing. Brabant is embargoing us. It's not a big deal, I guess, but they do have Holland, so that's going to hurt a little bit. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure that's where the term comes from, gypped. And it's kind of derogatory, you know? Not a nice thing to say. I need to build a couple of transports. I need to build some so that I will be better equipped to deal with, say, these rebellions that are going to be happening in these Portuguese islands. I don't want to send a 6-stack. They're going to suffer a massive, crossing penalty or landing penalty. That said, though, well, this leader has some maneuver. This one does not. We might be able to stomp this one without much trouble. I'm not really sure. Well, we're actually a little bit low on money, so let's save the rest and start getting our troops together. We have a pretty good composition here. Luxembourg entered the coalition. Let's take a look at that map mode. Yeah, so all of our border states, Savoy and Austria, have all joined. Yowzes. Yep, definitely not going to war anytime in this area. Actually, you know, that's another thing we need to consider. I'm not going to be able to do anything with Burgundy for a long time either. I can't declare wars on their behalf without suffering aggressive expansion, so Burgundy officially has no more use to me. I really should consider annexing them. One thing I can do, though, to get some power projection and just a few more monarch points, is to send an insult to Castile. So, there you go. Oh, did not work? Has longtime rivals, barga. What the heck? Sending insults is supposed to get you power projection to your rivals. I know it does. Austria and Castile are my rivals. I've had this problem before. I insulted Castile and nothing happened. I don't see anything on my power projection saying that I've recently sent an insult. Huh. Maybe it's because... Oh! Is it because I recently humiliated them? I see down in the bottom here, triumph over... It says insult or humiliate them. Maybe you can't do both. So maybe because I recently humiliated Castile, I can't get extra power projection. Oh, that could be it. In which case, I need to just go ahead and embargo Austria. There we go. Austria. Maria Theresa is a harlot. There we go. Now we're up to 52 power projection. Okay, so we got a couple of years of extra monarch points. Probably worth it. Probably totally 100% worth it. What's this? All right, this is the heavy, which I really don't need. I'm not even going to keep it. I'm honestly just going to get rid of it. It serves me no purpose. Actually, I could have sold it, but whatever. It's not a big deal. So yeah, let's just consolidate our power a wee bit. We can invest in some new technology, some new military technology in particular, which would get us a new level of cannons, and that's kind of cool. But I'm not feeling especially pressed on that, considering we are 4 years ahead of time. So it might be better to go ahead and spend a little bit on development. Maybe we should consider that a little bit. Let's see. So if I could put, like, for example, a couple more points in Glamorgan, I would be able to unlock another building slot. That could be kind of nice. London's too expensive. Of course, you do want to consider probably putting some in territories that are your culture group. You'll get a little bit better results from it. I'm not really seeing much in this area that entices me that much. I'm just going to put a couple of points in Glamorgan. There we go. And we did just unlock a new building, so if I were to build, say, a barracks, yeah, that'd be worth 500 manpower now instead of, what was it, 250 earlier? Or maybe it was 375. Either way, additional military development is not only going to give you a passive boost to your manpower, but it also improves the amount of manpower you're going to be getting from your barracks. So, probably worth making sure you consolidate those both in the same place. Drunken Explorer. One of our expedition members, our explorer of all people, managed to get himself into a dreadfully embarrassing situation where he overestimated his own capability of handling the fruity liquor the natives of Candelaria brew. Discussing details won't make it into this report, but he was sick as a pig for a long time. The natives thought it fun, laughing at his misery, but the rumors of this event have reached the ears of the high socialites who frown upon such behavior. And we lose prestige. Fruity liquor? Did you bring some back? Yeah, I kind of want to know that. Did he bring some back? Look, if you're not going to bring enough to share with the classroom, then it's just rude. It's just rude. All right. Well, we have our military in position. Actually, I can go ahead and... Well, no. No, I'm not going to lower maintenance. I was about to do that, but I was like, wait a minute. We're waiting for some ships. How long are these ships? Oh, it's going to take a while. Okay, well, let's build up a composition here. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. Because I can only fit 8 units. We'll put the leader in here. So there we go. And we will attach to these transports and send them down to, let's say, this particular island set. There we go. We learned about some islands way down here. Who's been circumnavigating the globe? Who's discovering this stuff? Why aren't you sharing that knowledge with me? All right. Now, one thing we could do is we could, of course, just form Great Britain as soon as we hit 100 legitimacy and absorb England. But they've been colonizing a little bit, and I kind of would like them to continue doing that. So I'm not going to bother quite yet. We are finishing up, as fast as we can, another colony in Alagoas, and I believe that will form us our first ever colonial nation, which would be kind of cool. We could establish a protectorate with these Indians who I guess I shouldn't call them Indians, native South Americans, who have apparently embraced Protestantism. That's funny. I have no casus belli against them right now, but I could fabricate a claim. So let's go ahead and do that. Eventually, once I finish the exploration ideas, we will get a permanent casus belli against primitives. That'll be kind of nice, because the primitives in this game tend to hoard their money to absurd levels. I don't really understand why, but they really do. They have lots and lots of money. I think, okay, let's take a look at this. I want to prove my point. This is Tapuya. Tapuya? All right, let's take a look at the country of Tapuya. There you are. You have 431 ducats just sitting around and doing nothing. That's a lot of money, and I could just easily conquer them, annex them. It's overseas territory. Doesn't even take a lot in the way of... war score in order to get pretty much everything. So we can full annex them, take all their money, and enjoy that. Also, some natives just rose up in Alagoas. Good thing I sent my military down there, because we only lost 8 men and killed 1,000 natives, who, according to that picture, or that portrait, have muskets. How they got muskets? I don't know, but they did. France is liking me less and less and less as time seems to go on. We probably need to fix that pretty much as soon as we can. Really don't want to suffer too much with them. Alright, so with these 8 troops, can we please land here and crush the Portuguese separatists? We still get the landing penalty no matter what. That is unfortunate. Tlaxcala has Doomsday. That's a part of their native religion. Alright, well, we will win this fight. Oh gosh, are we? Oh gosh, that was way closer than it should have been. Alright, well, let's unsiege that province and let them recover for just a wee little bit. Whoop. There we go. Dock up. Let's take a quick look at our military tab and see how... Whoops, not. Alright, so they are 16% toward enforcing their demands of letting their territory revert back to Portugal. Obviously, I am not going to let that happen. But, okay. Arguin apparently is still causing a lot of trouble with Catholic zealots. I don't understand why. You are Protestant now. This should be switching to Castilian nationalists, I would have thought. Apparently, no. Fascinating. I'm not sure why. I mean, I understand their unrest being this high, but I really would have thought that they switched to a different type of rebels. Apparently that's not going to happen, though. Alright, then. Learning more discovery stuff. Some of these transports are finishing up already, so let's send them down to Cornwall. And we'll probably gather up a couple more units and send them to make sure we really do officially stomp on those rebels while we can. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at their composition real quick. So they have, so they got 3 infantry and 2 cavalry and 1 cannon. Realistically, they probably have insufficient support for their cavalry, so they're not going to do a lot of damage. And if I have merely 5 infantry and 5 cannons in the front row, in the back row, then I guarantee I can beat them. So let's send off 2 more cannons, I think. That'll be easy enough. We have these transports to land. Well, no, wait, I sent them to Cornwall instead of to Finisterre. Finisterre? I don't freaking know what it is. Promising trader. We gain a free trader. Also, our power projection has already slipped. That's unfortunate. So, let's take a look at the trade map mode. We haven't done this in a while. We are definitely siphoning a fair amount of income into the English Channel. Where could we send some more? There's 383 ducats flowing into the English Channel right now, apparently. No, wait, that's my trade power. I'm sorry, there's 21.2 value in the node. Okay. So, if we were to set up a caravan... I have a little bit of power in here. I could force some more into the Champagne node and send that up into the English Channel. That could work. Might be more effective to set one up in Rhineland and to get some caravan power for sending it up into the node. Alternatives would be to send it some from the Baltic Sea or the White Sea, where I already have a pretty strong control, but there's not a lot of money in that node. Or, even more alternative options are to transfer some power out of Brazil. Because I've got a lot of power going through there, apparently. Actually, I already have a guy in the Ivory Coast. I didn't even realize. I'm going to send one into Rhineland, and let's see what's going to happen if I do that. So we'll send... Wait, where's our new guy? Huh? Wait a minute. Did I not get a... Where'd he go? I thought it said I got a free merchant. Where'd he go? Did I not get one? Huh. Or did it automatically assign him? I wouldn't think it does that. Well, that's weird. Huh. Okay. How bizarre. That I really don't know what to say about that. Alright, well, let's send these troops down to join the rest of their brothers in the island. They're already recovering, but we'll get a good 10 stack or so to go and stomp on the last of these Portuguese separatists and end that rebellion once and for all, which would be great. There's still some risk with the Catholics. The Tyrone separatists in Ireland are apparently being a problem. Why are you being a problem? Why? Why are you being a problem in Ulster? What's the problem here, guys? Non-accepted culture, autonomy decreased. Oh, right, because I did decrease the autonomy saying I probably can handle these guys, didn't I? I probably can, but yeah, that's kind of funny. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. Who's worried? It's fine, it's totally fine. Get this army together. We actually will finish up this claim fairly soon. Maybe we should just go declare war on the natives right away and steal some money. Money is good. Turn Alagoas into a city. Well, we're currently working on that. That'll take a little while. Form an alliance with those guys we want to kill? No, I don't think so. Conquer Kola? Not much point when Sweden has a truce with them. They can't even join the war. So, yes, let's go ahead and turn Alagoas into a city. We'll even get a free base production in there, plus local development costs will be cheaper. Not that the local development cost is going to do me a lot of good, but free production base is going to be kind of nice. So, awesome. Let's go ahead and attach the group the transports up, attach to transports, and send them off to deal with... Come on. Are you coming? Hello? Okay, well, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Just trying to stomp down these guys. Discovering a few more things off in the other side of South America. Kind of cool, the map is starting to take a little bit more form. I like that, I do like that a lot. Colonel John Stone, the fool, the drunkard fool, has finished exploring for a little bit, he says. That's fine. Explorer Cape, no. Zanzibar, no. Hudson Bay, maybe. Rio Grande, maybe so. White Sea, no. South America, Africa, South America. How about the waters of the Rio Grande? Go and explore the waters of the Rio Grande. The Rio Grande, they are so grande. So very grande. Okay. There we go. Let's get these units to stomp on these rebels before I end the episode, because I really want these done and over with. There's the Conquest Casus Belli. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright, so let's just go ahead and finish reoccupying this territory. We've converted a territory. One of the Castilian colonies that we stole. Awesome sauce. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab the Azores. There's been a recent rebellion here, so they shouldn't be much of a threat. Why did the time for them go up so much? That's interesting. It was 18 a little bit ago. Now it's 30 now that we've reoccupied it. But I couldn't send it to a missionary there, so... while it was still under occupation by the Zealots. Or rebels, or whatever they are. Huh. Fascinating. Alright, we are getting some more coalitions built up against us. Cologne this time. That's no surprise. We'll survive. We'll be just fine. Let's go ahead and transport the troops to join up with their friends in Bahia. There we go. We have a new idea available to us. We could get just straight up global settler increase, and that's an option. I'm going to hold off for a little bit, though, because I want to start the annexation of Burgundy, I think. It is time to do that. It'll cost us a total of 560 diplomatic power. England will dislike that. That's fine. We'll gain some prestige. Does it say how much it'll cost us per month? It does not. So let's send it. And it is going to take... well, it doesn't want to tell us. Come on. You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me these things, guys. Oh, wow, I lost my advisors and I didn't even realize. Costing 4 per month. Okay. So, yeah, that's not so bad, I suppose. We can go ahead and grab another advisor. Why don't we grab the diplomatic reputation guy, because that's fairly useful. And I guess we'll pick up... well, I really want this guy, though. How much money are we making right now? Oops, wrong tab. 3 ducats, so this would put us a little bit into debt. But then again, I do have my army on full maintenance right now. That's part of it. The missionary strength would definitely help to get those guys under control a little bit faster, but I'm not too comfortable with it. Let's go ahead and grab the stability cost modifier. It's not exactly the most wonderful advisor you're ever going to get in this game, but you know what? The free monarch points, I mean, not free, I'm paying for them, but the monarch points are a good thing to have. And you know what? Let's go ahead and cancel working on Muscovy for an ally, because we'll probably we'll try that later, but for now, let's go ahead and start fabricating some claims against Sweden. I want Dallas Skogan. Most important province we can possibly get. Most important province we could possibly get. England, it looks like, is actually starting a second colony there. Good, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Wonderful. Good job, England. Good job. And we're going to have to end the video here. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with EU4 playing as Scotland. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, send me some tips for what I can do next. Do you think breaking the alliance with Sweden is a good idea? Because I think it is. Alright, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.